y'all, it's Betsy from Cuttin Corners Vinyl in Nederland, Texas, and today we got a fun video for you. We're gonna go over how do I pick the right vinyl for the job. Now, let's go over some vinyl basics. Now, I have went over this in previous videos, but I figured we'd do a very concise and consistent list so that way you can kind of understand my thought process on things. First off, there are many brands for both adhesive, Oracal, Avery, Caesar, 3M, and many, many more. And for HTV, Specialty Materials, Caesar, Cricut, Stalls, and again, many, many more. And the way that adhesive vinyl works is adhesive vinyl comes in both permanent and removable. And there are two different grades in your permanent. There is either calendared, which is your basic lower end, and then your cast vinyl. The main difference between cast and calendared, cast is like your Oracal 751. It is made to go on more curved surfaces. It wraps a little bit better. And on top of that, it has a longer lifespan. But for most of your projects, Oracal 651, which is basic, is going to be what you're going to use. There's also the removable aspect like Oracal 631. I typically don't work with Oracal 631. That typically works best for like wall decals and things like that. But where we live in Southeast Texas with our heat and humidity, you put removable on anything and it's falling off in 5 minutes. It just doesn't have the adhesion power that you are looking for, or at least for me. But everybody's different and everybody can choose the vinyl that works for them best. So again, I typically work with permanent adhesives whenever it comes to an adhesive project. And permanent adhesive typically works best for your smooth surfaces, such as cups, which this is the Specialty Materials Glitter Flex Ultra. This is a very textured glitter. And then this is the Tech Wrap. This is an opal. It's a foiled vinyl, but it works great for smooth surfaces. Now, anytime you are applying vinyl to a cup, plate, anything like that, you have to remember, if you're putting it on a plate, put it on the back side, or it's decorative use only, because germs can get under the edges and it can build up. For cups, plates, whatever you're putting it on, hand wash only. Don't put them through the dishwasher, it's gonna come off. It's the same thing though if you have a screen printed cup. You put it through the dishwasher a few times, it's going to come off. So remember, if you're using it on a cup, hand wash only. But you can also use it on other surfaces besides just cups. Wood signs. And this is a little bit smoother. This is the Oracal 651 in metallic gold. And you can also use it on signs that are a little bit rougher. This is the dark red forest green, I think, and black Oracal 651. And this sign has a little bit more texture. It just takes a little bit more elbow grease to get it to apply. It also works well for window decals, walls, metal signs, canvases, and a lot of other surfaces. Kind of the sky's the limit whenever you're playing with it, and a lot of times I figure out things work by playing with it and seeing kind of what sticks is the best way to put it. But these are what you consider, again, a permanent adhesive, but most of the lifespans on them is about 3 to 5 years, depending on the color, the brand, those types of things. If it's not out in the direct sun, a lot of times it will last you a whole lot longer than that. But that kind of tells you anything that can't take the heat, definitely use adhesive vinyl. Now, when you're talking about heat transfer vinyl, it comes in so many different types. You've got glitter, you've got stretch, regular, flock, and there's a lot of miscellaneous specialty kinds in there. So, fabric, shirts. This is Specialty Materials Glitter Flex Ultra in black, because they have a pressure sensitive adhesive as well. This is heat transfer. It'll also work on bags, blankets, all those soft surfaces. It will also apply to wood. This is the gold foil by Caesar, and this has been on here a long time. As you can see, it really goes into the cracks. This one I think I made like 2.5 years ago. Paper, you can use both heat transfer on paper and on, or you can use adhesive on both paper and heat transfer. You can use adhesive or heat transfer on paper. But there are some other surfaces that you may not think about that you can use it on. You can use it on cups. This is that same Caesar gold foil that is on this ceramic mug. I did this a while back as well. There is a tutorial. This is applied with a mug press. And I get asked, well, why would you use HTV on a mug? Well, depending on the look you're going for, that's why you might want to play with it. But HTV will also go on canvas just like adhesive will. So it just kind of depends on what your end result you're wanting to achieve. As I said, there are lots of different kinds and textures for both, but at least at this point, they are getting better. There is a much wider color gambit for HTV. That's why I tend to play with that a little bit more. But there's so many different things that you can do with it. Again, if it can take the heat, you can typically use HTV on it. And what I mean by taking the heat is 330 degrees. There are some things that you're going to want to stay away from unless you have a special vinyl. They make special vinyl heat transfer for nylon. You are not going to want to apply any of your regular HTVs, whether it be the glitter or the foils or anything like that, unless it specifically says for nylon. Now, we list on our website what materials each vinyl is used for as far as HTV. It will tell you how to cut it, what the wash care, all that info down at the bottom of the screen. I got asked about this book the other day. This is something that, because we order directly from Specialty, we get a book whenever they get a new color, and this just is a sample of every color that is offered. It has care instructions, those types of things, so we can pass them along to our customers. At this point, I don't think that there's any place that you can just order those directly, just so you know. But most important thing to think about whenever choosing your vinyl is 1, your finished look, 2, durability, 3, can it take the heat? Anything that you apply vinyl to, other than shirts, fabric, those types of things, hand wash only. Always. Cups, hand wash only. If it's a metallic finish like this, would not recommend putting it in the microwave. I don't know if it actually has any metal in it, but if it does, it might explode, so I don't even test it, just so you know. But I think you can put regular adhesive in the microwave, but I just don't even mess with it. I typically think of anything that I put vinyl on, other than shirts, mainly for decorative use only, so are light use. So hopefully that helps answer some of your questions. Again, these are things that I get asked all the time. If you have any other questions, leave them down in the comments. I will try to respond and help walk you through how to choose vinyl for projects. Okay, so remember, if you like this video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button right down below. And if you hit the notification bell icon next to it, that will notify you when we post new videos, which is every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Don't forget to check me out on all my social medias, Facebook, Snapchat, Twitter, and Instagram, as well as my second channel, which is just Betsy Gocher, which is where I do all things Disney and keto and all that fun kind of stuff. I guess that's it. So we'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.